Hi everybody. So today I'm actually going to take some time to give you a bit of a personal update. I do this usually once a year. So I'm just going to let you know what's been going on with me, my author business, my books, what it's been like trying to get a traditional publishing deal this year, all the things. So stay tuned. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I usually do a big intro saying don't forget to subscribe. Chances are if you're watching this, you've probably been subscribed for a while and are invested in knowing what's going on with me and my channel. If you're not subscribed, definitely do that. But I kind of want to go over some things that have been going on, things that I'm taking away, things that I'm adding into my business, things that are kind of in limbo. So I'll just dive right in. So in general, things that are going away that kind of concern you, the viewer. So I have the channel membership through YouTube, and I love being able to connect and like build a really strong community with it. And we started to do monthly live Q&A calls, which were really fun. But I'm actually gonna be taking those away. It's just becoming more difficult for me to do the synchronous connections with others, just as my daughter is more awake for more hours of the day and just not knowing when she'll be awake, when she won't, and just feeling so much stress and anxiety the whole week leading up to the calls. Even though the calls were really great and really great connections with everybody in the membership, it was just too much anxiety leading up to them about like, well, what if she wakes up? What if she starts screaming? Like, it was too much. So those are going away. So I still have the membership. There's still going to be semi-monthly accountability posts. There's a chance I'll probably just do like member exclusive shorts as news and updates come out. So that's just going to still be available if you want to join. So there is still going to be a community, just no live component. And to go along with that, things that are going away are going to be my consults, my coaching calls. So I'm not doing this anymore. This was a really tough one because 9 times out of 10, I would get so much energy from these calls. Like I would start the call and feel like, okay, like I'm tired. Like I wish I could do my own stuff right now. And then I would finish the call and I'd be like, that was so exciting. That was so cool to learn about what this author's working on and what their business is and what their goals are. And I would love it. And of late, I would have like a few calls in a row, and it was starting to become more and more where somebody was just a little rude, a little short, was wanting me to do like basic computer customer like service for them, which like I can't do customer service for Amazon or Ingram Spark because I don't work for their companies. I don't have access to their back end. Kind of through the computer, it's hard for me to say like point here, click here. So it was just becoming less ideal. And so paired with the fact that it's getting harder and harder and more stressful for me to have these, I was just like, consults are going away, the live Q&As are going away. So I'm still going to be able to do these videos. I told my membership I reserve the right to still do lives every once in a while, but the regular ones are going away and the consults are going away. So for anybody who has questions for me, I'm very good at answering the comments on all these videos. And if there's a question that you have that hasn't been answered through all my videos already, please post that below and I can make a video for that. Okay, so things that I'm adding in to my schedule are going to be more time with my kid. So she's getting older. She's in this really sweet stage where she's curious, she's active, again, naps are becoming less and less of a thing. So trying to really focus on activities with her. And it's wintertime here in Florida, which means it's finally nice enough to be out and about. So like taking her to more state parks, taking her to more local activities that are outside. So we're really excited for that. Business wise, what I'm adding in is I'm going to be going back and revising old books, giving them nicer covers, making them look nicer again, in hopes that I'm getting a traditional publishing deal and it's massively successful and everybody wants to go and read my backlist, which is the dream. Have that kind of success. I want to make sure my books look their best and that they're their best. So that's something I'm adding back in and just trying to really get back to and like more consistent and better with my marketing for my backlist. It's something I struggle with. I know a lot of authors struggle with, so I'm just going to be focusing on that. So that's what I'm adding back in and obviously working on my next books. So I will put out in my newsletter every month what I'm doing with my books. So if you want more regular updates on what's going on with my books, what's going on with my business, definitely subscribe to my newsletters. I have one that's just for fiction, just for readers who just only want to know about my fiction books. And I have one that is Author Your Ambition. So I talk about author updates, author news, and I talk about my business, so writing my fiction books, writing nonfiction books, but I have more details in there that like authors would be interested in. So you can check that out. I'll have links below. Okay, and then the things that are kind of in limbo at this phase of the year. So right now my next book is in limbo. So the book I've been working on the first idea was in 2020. I really got serious about where the story was going last year in 2022, finished it, queried it at the beginning of 2023, got an agent within 3 months. This book is still in limbo. We've been going back and forth on a lot of edits, and I believe the plan is that after the holidays, we're going to go on submission. That kind of by this time of year, it's not ideal to go on submission. Not everybody's in the office. So when I have updates, I'll let you know. Knocking on wood that 2024 is the year. Now, another thing that's kind of in limbo is I know what I want to write for my next book that's in that same voice and pen name as the one that's currently going to be going on submission soon. But I've really been tinkering with it more than drafting. And it's at this phase where like I need kind of the aha moment. And I feel like I'm getting really close to it of like, no, this is the story. And that usually happens with each of my books where I'm writing, I'm really into drafting. I'm definitely a discovery writer because of that. And I'll be like a couple thousand words in, I'll be like, no, this is a story. And that's definitely what happened with this book that my agent signed me for. And that's what I'm feeling like I'm getting close to that moment for this next book. And I also need to work on the third book in the Feminina series because it needs to be written. So I've been feeling a little bit of a creative drain and like daunted as I sit down. So I'm trying to just sit in that and maybe even just enjoy this holiday season and give myself a break. That's funny. And hopefully just come back really renewed in the new year and ready to just knock those out. So other things that are just kind of in limbo is, this year was really interesting. It was really great on certain elements. Obviously having great time with my daughter, great time as a family, signing with an agent, like having this big goal and like making that happen and working towards getting this book traditionally published. But it was also a really tough year medically, being diagnosed with like another autoimmune disorder. It was definitely a wake-up call to slow down, which I'm not very good at doing. I've slowed down a bit, but I can still feel my body telling me like to rest more. And in some ways, like, I don't like that. Like, that's not my personality. And so I have these big ideas. I have the things I want to do, but I know I can't do it all. And that's frustrating, but I'm also exhausted. So I'm trying to just lean into that a little bit and say, no, rest. So yeah, there's that. It's still limbo. I have to figure that out. And then other things in limbo. So with this channel, I'm still making videos for this channel. I love this channel. I love helping you guys. But again, I'm in this kind of state of flux where I published the Author Your Ambition workbook in January of 2023. And during most of the year, I was querying, I was working on, tinkering with the next book, tinkering this idea of writing a rom-com. And then I'm just too dark and twisty for that. It kept veering into like negative space. I'm like, that's not what this is. And so, getting an agent, working through the edits. So I don't have another new book that I'm self-publishing anytime soon. Again, I have second editions of old books coming out. And so updating my backlist, I'll be able to make videos on that and just make sure I'm staying up to date on all the things, all the platforms. I'm keeping you guys up to date with all the things on all the platforms, but I don't know when my next new release is going to be. And that's kind of scary. Because obviously I make more money when a book is being released. And I just want to be real with you guys, like it's interesting to be spending so much effort trying to be traditionally published, but I don't have new things to say necessarily until there's big progress. And that's kind of just this, wait, hurry up, wait, hurry up. So when I have stuff on that, I'll release it for you guys. So yeah, I feel like this channel is a little bit in limbo, just not knowing the future direction of all the content, wanting to let the channel evolve as my career as an author evolves, but also wanting to still answer all the things that are going on. And regardless of what happens with this next book and the one I'm writing after it to try and be traditionally published, I'm still going to have this self-published backlist that I'm going to have to maintain. So I don't think that kind of content's going away necessarily, but it'll just be more few and far between. We'll see what happens in the new year. Let me know what kind of content you want to see on this channel. For those of you who are subscribed, if you want to hear about XYZ, let me know specifically. That's really helpful to me. So those are my updates. That's what I have for you guys. So I hope you all are having a really restful, rejuvenating holiday season. And I'm really excited to be coming back late in 2023 and early in 2024 with a lot of great content for you guys to really start the year off with a bang. So if you found this informative or at least entertaining, definitely give me a like, give me that thumbs up, subscribe, drop your comments below. And now you can get back to writing your book.